Hello and welcome to the Net Neutrality Podcast, where you can subscribe to Pete Molyneux Facts for £10 an hour.
£10 an hour? That's cheap.
I am your usual host, Joe Scornbrace, and I'm joined here by the other usual co-host, Tony Tones at RT.
Hello. I'm still a bot.
Hello. You still haven't verified yourself on Twitter, so we have no idea if you're an actual person yet.
I'm pretty sure I'm a robot. I don't think I'm real.
So do you want to talk about what we've been playing?
Yeah, it's good. Steam sales
because people who are watching are about to be amazed. So what have you been playing, Tony? I'll look it up.
Oh, I've been playing a lot of Stellaris. I don't know if you've seen me on Stellaris all the time. I've been playing a lot of Stellaris.
Yeah.
We're going to be amazed?
Yeah, I think we're about to be amazed.
We're about to be amazed.
Yeah, Stellaris.
For me, that's like mouseception, but yeah. I will say one thing, though, which is kind of news-related.
There's some I'm not interested in.
But have you noticed there's a mixed review thing there?
Yeah.
Paradox increased the price of all their games like just before the Steam sale started.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone got pissed about this because...
They made them go up so like, there was more of a discount?
No, they normalised everything like per region, so every region is now the same for all Paradox games. So this includes City Skylines, Stellaris, Hearts of Iron, something begins with an EUV4 or whatever it is.
People aren't welcome to Paradox Inc., where we value your shekels more than our reputation.
Yeah, so what they've done, they've actually given away games now to try and get the good publicity back.
What games can I get?
Stellaris. It's the games you hate. City Skylines, Stellaris.
Yeah, but how are they giving them away to people who already own Paradox games? Or are they just giving away codes on like Twitter?
Yeah, I think they were giving away codes on, I think it was on a subreddit thing. I'm not sure though.
Okay.
Because I already own the games that were given away, so I didn't bother to look.
There's been a few negative reviews in the recent past because Paradox forced you to use a Paradox account to play multiplayer. What's that?
Well, it's not true.
Oh, okay.
That's for sure. I don't know if that's
this guy. So this guy's saying about Stellaris says frequent free content patches. The DLC's a little bit overpriced.
Yeah, the DLC
we've said before.
Yeah, the DLC is very overpriced unless you count Utopia. It's the only one that's worth it.
Apparently, it is well balanced though, which is pretty good.
Is it saying it doesn't like the AI?
No.
To be fair though, I honestly think it's the least incompetent AI I've had in like a 4X game though, if that makes sense. I don't think there's much more they can do.
I can even put on a video, mate.
Oh,
maybe.
No, the internet's just not real.
I think my internet has actually died while we're recording. Well, that's fun. Well, we'll wait for that to come back, but we can talk about Stellaris a bit more then. So
I've managed to bait Scorner Tots into buying it during the summer sale. So we're playing multiplayer with him with the Utopia update, and we're reaching an end point of getting fucked over by the Protoss, as I call them.
Do you play multiplayer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it fun?
Yeah, it's actually more fun in multiplayer. I think we got
the internet's back,
and it's back, everybody. So we can actually...
Well, at least I can... There we go. This is a trailer for Stellaris.
This is a trailer.
Is this the best one? There's 3 of them.
I think this is...
I've got it muted, but I can put sound on if you think it's important.
No.
Okay.
You just see the pretty stars and things. That's all I need to do.
Because we are recording desktop audio as well, so if there's something I want you to listen to, I can get you to listen to on the podcast now.
Yeah, I've been playing too much of this. Apparently I've played 50 hours in the last 2 weeks, which is a lot for me. Especially when I've been busy the last week.
Tony, the Steam sale is on. Did you get any games in the Steam sale?
I did. I got some Anime PS.
No one.
I actually got Nier Automata.
Oh, Nier. We can talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk about that. I got Paper Sorcerer. I got...
Oops.
What was the other one I got? I can't remember the other game I got. But yeah, Nier Automata. I've not yet played it, but I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I assume this is like you need a controller to play this, right?
So speaking of Nier Automata, it's getting its first PC patch for the first time in months. I'm just bringing that up. Hang on.
That's true. Is that a piece of news?
Yeah, it's a piece of news I put on the podcast.
Yeah, I remember it being a piece of news.
Platinum Games...
Because they're still working on it, according to an article you sent me.
Yeah, Platinum Games is still working on Nier Automata PC patch.
Which is good.
Yeah.
I think from what I've seen of it, obviously I haven't played it yet, but it does seem like a fantastic game.
Because it was released March this year, and it's been 4 months, and this is the first patch that they've had on the game.
Yeah. Isn't there like a DLC out for it as well already though? Like, so the patch came after the DLC.
Is there DLC?
That's just a random string of numbers and letters, but...
Let's click on it.
What?
Mixed reviews. What does this do? Revealing outfit costume for 2B.
Oh.
It looks like costumes.
For how much was this?
After completing new subquests in this DLC, you can enjoy the game while wearing these costumes with a near replicant. What's with the random capitals? Is that a thing?
I think that's reference to the game, maybe?
I don't know. I haven't played it.
No, I don't know. How much is this DLC?
It's like £10.
Okay, I thought it was more than that before.
Yeah.
It's
got mixed reviews. Let's read the reviews for it. It's fun. It ain't worth $14 though, but it's fun.
It's not $14, it's £10.
I think it's a bit overpriced from what I'm reading here.
But isn't all DLC overpriced though?
No, there is some really good.
There is some really good. The
really
Witcher's
good.
not overpriced, actually. I take that back. Well done, CD Projekt Red.
Fun fact, I uninstalled The Witcher yesterday. Just because I wasn't playing it, but I had it installed on my SSD, and I was like, fuck, I have no space on my SSD.
Yeah, I've still got all 3 games installed.
The thing with an SSD, you're like, oh, I want to download... You want to download a couple of games you play a lot to your SSD, so they can run fast, and then you want the rest on your hard drive. But then I got a 500 gigabyte SSD, and I was just downloading everything onto the SSD.
It's a problem.
Then I was like, shit, I got no more space. I need to move some stuff to the hard drive. Unless I get like a...
Just get more SSDs, that's the answer.
Well, the other day I was trying to figure out how much a petaflop of SSD...
A petaflop?
Yeah, I was trying...
Petamonium-flop?
I think I was trying to figure out how much it would cost for a consumer to buy a
petaflop
of SSD data, and it was around half a billion, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I remember that number being about $500 million.
Yeah. Yeah, they are working on a PC patch to address the issues with the Steam version. So, hopefully...
The question I have then, if we can segue, what have you bought and played? I know one of them was golfing.
Are you finished with Steam?
Yeah, I don't think I can... I can talk about the MABS I've played and stuff, but I don't think anyone cares.
I'll do golf first. Golf with your friends. So it was on sale for around £3.
It's still quite cheap though, right?
Yeah, it's early access. Let's try some music.
Oh, look at the...
I don't know if I can go full screen on OBS, so try it.
Is it worth the risk, Drew?
Yes.
Oh, you're gonna go for it.
You need to show full golf gameplay. But yeah, it's like an early access golf game, and it has a ton of customizable options.
Like hats.
Yeah, so recently they just showed a new update where they're adding hats to golf. So there's now hats on your golf balls.
The only time I've ever played golf in a game is Wii Golf, and I did feel like I needed a new hat.
But yeah, they're adding a lot of content. They're constantly adding new maps. Like this one is a new map they just added.
Okay.
And the really fun thing is it's super customizable. So you can play with the ability to make your ball jump. You can play. You can turn your golf ball into a cube if you want to.
Is it low gravity?
Low gravity. Okay. There's a bunch of different ways you can play it as well, so it adds a lot of replayability. You
have 7 achievements.
Do I?
That's what it says.
You want this game, Tony? It's on your wish list.
Yeah, it's fake news.
It's fake news.
No, I don't know. I just don't see myself playing it often.
Well, it's one of the way I bought games in the Steam sale was like,
hey
guys, do all of you guys want to play this game? And then we all bought it.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. That's how I make like a lot of my Steam purchases now. Is I go for co-op games and then I see who else is going to get them so I can play with them.
Yeah.
The only other golf game I've played is Continuous Golf, which is a crazy game.
Crazy Golf?
Yeah, where you shoot like bombs and stuff at your enemies.
Okay.
Like, you can kind of do that here where you have unit collision. So you can knock someone's golf ball out of the way and just troll people, which is kind of funny. But yeah, it's a very good game, I'd say. Definitely worth picking up for a couple of pounds and play with your friends. Just golf with your friends. And it's early access, so they are updating it. They're adding new maps. They literally just yesterday, or maybe before yesterday, I only got back into my computer from Sweden yesterday, so I downloaded the patch yesterday. It's July 12th today.
Yeah, July 11th yesterday. Which is a Sunday. Oh, I like
it's a Wednesday. It's Net Neutrality Day as well.
Yeah,
so
it's a good day to record.
Make sure to tell the FCC that you don't want slow lanes and you don't want to pay extra for the privilege of watching Netflix or whatever.
Just so people can sell your stuff out.
But yeah, I definitely recommend picking up this one. The one I played the most of, though, is Dying Light.
Yeah, I saw a lot of that.
I got Dying Light, the following Enhanced Edition. So if you were confused at what the following or the Enhanced Edition means, don't worry. So was I. So Dying Light, the following is an expansion to Dying Light, which is like it's actually pretty good. I have played some of it because I played the campaign and I played some of the following.
So how do you get both? Do you just buy one of them?
You buy Dying Light, the following Enhanced Edition.
Okay.
So Dying Light, the following Enhanced Edition gives you the original Dying Light game, the following, and all the DLC for the Dying Light game. And this is the Enhanced Edition, and the Enhanced Edition had some more options on PC.
You haven't got the Season Pass, Jay. What are you doing?
I do.
No, Season Passes are so worthless.
But I get the DLC because I got the Enhanced Edition or whatever. Which is kind of fun. I found that the Bozak Horde was actually quite legit. That's kind of like a fun little challenge you can do with your friend. It's kind of like a Saw thing.
Oh, okay, right.
I think originally it wasn't that good because it only gave you low quality weapons, but they buffed it, so now it gives you a legendary docket at the end, which is yellow docket, which is quite good. But it's quite cool because you go into like this Saw area, and you can play it with friends, and you'll have to do this challenge before because you got like bombs attached to your feet, so you have to do it before it ends. And then, spoiler alert, at the end of the challenge, it goes, right, only one of you can win Bozak's challenge, and you have to kill each other.
That's a spoiler.
Yeah, I guess it is, if you're going to play the DLC. But I want to talk about Dying Light. So, the following, so Dying Light, it takes place in some random city somewhere, where...
somewhere?
You're kind of an agent who's been sent to check out this...
Can we assume it's America?
No, it's like South Africa, I think.
Oh, okay.
But you've been sent in to check out this kind of area that's been taken over by the horde of zombies. It's been quarantined. This trailer is the following at the moment. This is the DLC.
Okay.
Your name is Crane, and you're sent in to kind of get the plans for this chemical weapon, and you kind of just go around helping people, and you're torn between, doing your mission and helping others. But the main focus is running around killing zombies. I think the system of leveling up is one of the best I've seen in like one of these games. It's not just XP into straight tech tree.
Yeah.
The way you level up is when you want to level up agility, you level up agility by running. So when you run, you get agility. When you climb, you get agility points. And then you have an agility tree, which gives you new like free running abilities.
There's like a set amount of trees, and each tree has its own XP leveling system, basically.
Yeah, so combat has its... Yeah. Doing combat gives you combat XP, then you have a combat tech tree. There's survivor rank, which is like you level up by doing quests.
Oh, not by just not dying.
No, and then there is legend rank, and then as you see now in the following, you get to drive cars, so you have a driving rank as well.
Okay.
So the more driving you do, the more things you can put in your car. It's pretty fun. Nighttime is scary as fuck in this game.
I can imagine.
Because the zombies are very normal at night, and then at night time it turns into almost like a stealth game.
Yeah, because I assume that their horde grows at night.
Yeah, and then special zombies come out at night that you don't want to fight 1v1, pretty much.
So you would recommend this game? The enhanced edition?
I've got 35 hours on it when I played it before I left.
Yeah.
So that was over a couple of days. I played a lot. I definitely would have recommended picking it up on the sale, but as I've got back, the sale's ended. So I
didn't last that long anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay £40 for it.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I didn't because I got it on sale, right?
But no, but would you say it's not worth £40? Would you not say? Or
I personally wouldn't buy it.
Okay.
I don't think so. It was around £15 in the sale, which I think is a fair price for it.
Yeah.
£15 to £20 I think is a really good price for this game. So if this goes on sale, get your friends together and go, hey, let's play this game. I really love playing these open world co-op RPG games. Kind of like Borderlands or
I think
Dying Light, and Far Cry 5 looks interesting because they're saying you can play through the entire campaign in co-op now.
Yeah, I think more games need this kind of... Well, more types of genres, I guess, need this type of co-op stuff.
Yeah, it's like... Because I played Dead Island as well.
Yeah.
And I'd say it's a lot better than Dead Island. And
it looks way better than Dead Island.
I like the parkour system in this as well. That's quite fun.
Can I just say, in relation to Dead Island, I don't understand why people love the trailer for it. I actually don't get it. Like, what made it so good? It's just like in reverse. I don't understand.
It's just in reverse.
I actually don't understand.
Oh, yeah, I remember the
It's like it wasn't gameplay trailer and people were hyped for the game.
Dead Island trailer. Let's look it up. Is it this one? Where they're falling through the window?
Yeah, it's like
Peggy 18.
Obviously like this. You can see that, right?
Deep silver. I think it's this one though, but I'm not sure.
Will we get in trouble if I just record trailers of games on the podcast? Dun, dun,
but I actually don't...
I actually remember this came out because there was like Rooster Teeth Reacts video where they were watching this trailer and he was like crying. It's like, oh, it's so sad.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, I think because he had a daughter, maybe.
But my problem with this is, like, people got hyped for the game from this. I was like, this isn't a gameplay trailer. Like, how can you be so dumb?
People are always going to be hyped by cinematic trailers, right?
I never get hyped for cinematic trailers. Like, you can go, I like these cinematics. That's fine. Like, I love the Blizzard cinematics stuff.
I mean, it shows you the theme of the game, what it's about. You know, it's about emotional zombies, I guess.
No, it doesn't, it doesn't show any gameplay.
The game wasn't that emotional.
You could choose clips from like Call of Duty and claim as emotional parts, and then you can make a trailer out of that.
But it's very good marketing.
Well, apparently, I don't get it. I don't see what's so good about this. It's like there's no way could any of this really be gameplay.
Or just good. We don't even watch the whole thing.
Everyone knows this.
If you want to watch it, it's up there. Anyway, yeah, I played for the first Dead Island, and I found it way more fun when playing co-op.
Yeah.
I played Dead Island Riptide when it was on a free weekend, and I found that you can play it on the free weekend. I wouldn't recommend picking that one up. But yeah, I've played this game so much recently, and it's really fun.
It's cool. Everyone seems to like it, or most people seem to like it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean the thing I found was I liked playing it cooperatively, and I like playing it solo as well.
Oh, you played it on your own as well?
Yeah, I played it on my own as well because you can kind of drop in and drop out of other people's games quite easily.
Okay, that's pretty good.
And if you start a quest together, you can complete that quest. But if you don't do the first part, it won't save you to it.
Yeah, that makes sense. You need to be there there.
That's the game I've been playing the most. I don't remember what else did I get in the sale. I got like Hitman.
Oh yeah.
Haven't played that yet, but I played the demo the other week.
And you liked it?
Yeah, it was really fun. Thought it was a bit short though, but
yeah, I think I was expecting.
It wasn't really the first episode. It was more like the training sequence.
Yeah, that's not the first episode. I'm pretty sure.
Right. Are we going to move on to news now?
Yeah, let's move on to the news.
Let's get right to the news. So the first topic we're going to talk about this week is Rockstar and mods. This may be old news now, but...
Well, yeah.
Yes,
and...
We had to wait for the podcast. We had to wait for me to get back from Sweden. So Rockstar put a statement up on OpenIV about single-player mods, where they have said that in relation to us, PC single-player mods allowed, Rockstar Game believes in reasonable fan creativity and in particular want creators to showcase their passion for our games. And Take-Two has agreed it will not take legal action against third party involving Rockstar's PC games. They said as long as it is in good favour, then you can make the mod.
I think the problem is it can't affect the multiplayer.
Yeah.
And you can't take other people's IP, even if it is Rockstar's IP. So you can't. So
they said OpenIV might be okay, and then because they were like, let's kind of make a half-assed kind of statement, and then at the end they were like, yeah, anytime we can just go back on this. We don't.
Yeah, that's pretty much what that end sentence.
The end sentence is like, this statement does not constitute a waiver of any rights that Take-Two may have with respect to third-party products.
So they can go back on any of that.
In response, OpenIV is actually back on.
The menu.
It's back on updates now.
Yeah.
I was going to say Steam. It's not on Steam.
No.
But OpenIV is back. They had their first update since Rockstar put out the statement. It seems they came to an agreement of what was allowed on it. But still a very wishy-washy statement from Rockstar.
So we have Bethesda wanting money from modders or from mods, and when we have Take-Two going, they're bad for business.
They're not allowed.
There's too many people making free stuff. We can't compete.
Bethesda's helping modders though by Bethesda's paying modders to make mods, and then Rockstar is trying to get them banned.
Bethesda's better in this, but they're still greedy.
Yeah, I guess.
This is just stupid.
I mean, I'm not against paid mods though.
No, I'm not against paid mods. I don't know. It'd be like being against like Jim Sterling Patreon. No, I'm not.
I'm not against supporting things you want to play.
No. I just want people to understand that when you start paying for stuff, it's a product. Reviewing them becomes a problem.
I think the main problem is that we don't have any idea of the quality assurance of mods that get added to the Bethesda creator system. And we have very little trust based on Bethesda's reputation and their previous mod attempts. They're
not very good at curating. No. So, and neither is Valve. It's saying like even Valve did. Like Valve are terrible at curating. So is Bethesda. Like I don't know who you would trust to create these kind of things, other than
hang on. Let's go on Steam. GTA 5. Is it still getting review bombed?
I guess.
Has the change to OpenIV kind of changed people's opinions? Because it was on sale in the Steam sale as well. Interesting thing about the Steam sale was PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds wasn't on sale and it was still the top seller on Steam.
Yeah.
Which I thought was insane.
It's truly unknown. Battlegrounds.
Just for the record, I know OpenIV is back. I'm not going to change this because knowing how the industry is, this will happen again. I don't play GTA 5 online. I don't care about it. I think people want to just keep the review bomb going to send a message, I guess. Or just to leave their negative reviews up. I definitely think you shouldn't forget what GTA 5 did and hold them accountable if they ever do this shit again, especially with the hype surrounding Red Dead Redemption 2 on PC. That looks like to be their next project. They're clearly focused on multiplayer, but I would love to see some support for single-player mods similar to like a workshop.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Hopefully a workshop for Red Dead Redemption 2 could really help alleviate some of this kind of animosity between Rockstar, Take-Two, and modders.
Yeah.
Even if even if people were to use the Nexus anyway, or a third-party modding tool anyway,
but it's still great.
The workshop would be a good show of faith.
Well, it means you can't just get rid of it that easily without anyone noticing.
Yeah, good show of faith. Anyway, next topic. The next topic is Battleborn, actually, and it is July 12th, which means I'm a month late. But this came out last month apparently, and Battleborn's going free to play. But it says it's a trial for some reason. Hang on, I'm just gonna move some stuff around. Okay, and it seems like the single player campaigns will still have to be purchased separately.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But you can play the multiplayer version of the game for free. So here's the launch trailer.
Why are they calling it a trial, though? That's what I want to know.
My boy Randy Pitchford, he said it'll never go free to play, and that they would continue to support Battleborn. And it seems like it hasn't gone free to play. It's gone to a trial TM, which is essentially free to play. It's just confusing the fuck out of people who don't know about the game.
Yeah.
I think you should say it's free to play now, and you should advertise that to the rooftops. To be honest with you, this game probably should have been free to play from the start, based on the way you packaged acquiring heroes and stuff.
Yeah, they should have.
Either it should have been a $60 release with all the heroes unlocked.
Yeah.
Or it should have been a free to play game where you could use money to help you get heroes easier or buy skins, similar to like a MOBA or something like that.
But it's a trial now. It just sounds like they've got a demo out to me. Like, it doesn't seem like proper. Oh yeah, it's now free to play.
I mean, what did you think of this? Do you think it's too late? I think it's a little too late.
I think it's too late.
I think it's way too late. I don't think, because I know a lot of critics loved this game. They thought it was a really good game, but
consumers
it just doesn't have the player base. No. I mean, I reviewed the single player campaign in my beta and free weekend on my YouTube channel, and I said I found the single player experience not that fun. I was comparing it with kind of the earlier works like Borderlands, where I said it kind of had the humor. It was trying to have the humor.
It was trying to go.
But I found like a lot of the enemies and bosses kind of bullet spongy rather than interesting mechanics and that sort of stuff.
Because like the main bosses in like Borderlands were bullet spongy, but like it just like so it pads out like the different stages that the bosses had.
It was always fun to fight bosses in Borderlands,
and they're all different as well.
I don't know. It felt just the gunplay with the bosses and the enemies in the single player campaign just felt really off. It didn't feel good. But yeah.
So I think both agree it's too little, too late,
at
least too late. Maybe not too little.
And next topic we're going to be talking about is G2A twice. G2A.
We love talking about G2A.
Yeah. G2A has been in the news twice on the podcast because they have made a change for the good, and they also people have found out about a change, well, not a change, something that was in the game by default that hasn't been changed. So they'll start with a good. GTA. Every time I say G2A, I always want to say GTA.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going for.
Okay. So now sellers will have to publicly list their names and addresses from July. So now they should be made to address their names publicly. They're hoping that when people sell their keys on the marketplace, they'll put their name and address, and then if the key is false or stolen or whatever, they can be held accountable for it and contacted and made to pay for it. Which I think is a nice idea, but so is communism.
It's a nice idea, but it doesn't work.
It doesn't really work. I don't think. Is there any real thing to stop?
Well, just you can easily put fake addresses and things on, and it be real but not yours. Like, how are they checking that?
How are they checking people's names and addresses to make sure they're legit?
Like, the thing you would normally do is like you would check, like you would just take it from like whatever bank they're paying into. You just take their address from there.
Yeah.
So then they have to have an address. But it doesn't seem to be what's going on here.
Do you need an address for? You need an address for a PayPal account, right?
Yeah. For most things, you need an address for.
Do you need a legit address for a PayPal account though?
I don't know. I know for Steam you technically have to put an address in. Because technically, that's how systems work. Especially in the UK.
I don't know. I feel like it's a nice idea to help people know where they're getting their keys from. I still think the grey market isn't a great idea.
Amazon and eBay. It says they're from the UK, but they're actually Chinese.
Yeah. I mean, eBay by default, though, has buyer protection.
Yeah. I think so. If G2A actually want to do this properly, you'd have to copy eBay's.
eBay by default, if you don't get your product back, if you don't get your product or you don't get your money back, they will cover the cost. The buyer is always protected on eBay.
Yeah, but unfortunately, because of how G2A works, they won't do this because they'll lose money.
Yeah.
It works for eBay because they're not in the grey area.
So yeah, I think it's a nice idea. Step in the right direction for G2A, but they've got a really long way to go for sure.
I still have this feeling in the back of my mind that they've just done this for publicity and not actually to help anyone. Like that's what I'm feeling, but I don't know that.
You know, recently they said they wanted to become a more legitimate marketplace, and
I didn't believe them.
They were partnering up with was it 2K? Was it 2K? It was my boy Randy Pitchford.
Oh.
Gearbox. Sorry. On Bulletstorm. Is it Full Clip Edition? And then, Total Biscuit got involved and said...
Yeah, the small YouTuber Total
Biscuit stuck his nose in and he said, that these GTA guys have been doing these really illegal shit for years and scamming people and that stuff.
And Randy just responded... Didn't know they existed.
Randy Pitchford goes, I didn't even know G2A was until a couple of days ago. So that's new news to me, which is always nice to hear from the lovable idiot Randy Pitchford.
I still to this day think that it's like a perfect, like it's perfect for him, but it's perfectly insulting G2A and the people who like Gearbox.
Yeah.
It's like, we didn't bother to look into this. That true to the consumer. And we didn't even care about you, G2A.
So in G2A news on the Scum side, someone posted on the games Reddit that they found a hidden fee on the game they purchased, and saying that you purchase games from G2A on Reddit is never a good idea because they're probably one of the most hated video game selling websites on there.
I think not for good reasons.
Yeah, but apparently there was a hidden entry, so they went.
And they went into the code and did it.
Yeah, so you go into if you look in the CSS of the actual website.
Yeah.
There's a hidden class name called Boost Price. So now, if you're buying a GTA 5. The first and second sellers are from Games for World. The first hidden entry with a hidden price of $36 and a markup of 12% from the visible price of $33.48. The second non-hidden is the cheaper price. The hidden entry is always going to be picked by the default for the select officers. G2A can trick you into spending more. So they're charging you like 12% for this boost price. Apparently.
I feel like just wait for a Steam sale.
Yeah. Because he starts off this by saying...
This G2A doesn't seem worth it.
G2A is a scummy company, but sometimes you want a game and you miss the sale, or you're in a country where games are priced down and don't want to turn to piracy. You should turn to piracy.
Yeah,
I would rather you turn to piracy than buying games on G2A.
I'd rather you pirate it now than wait for the next sale and buy it then.
I mean, I wouldn't ever condone piracy in general.
But it's better than G2A.
But it's better. G2A is actually damaging the games more than piracy would. You would actually be doing a better job. He even went as far as to make a decrapifier for G2A to help people who use the website get rid of this boost price thing, help them find this stuff. But yeah, the top response is, you said it yourself, they're a scummy company. Quite simply, don't buy from them at all. I mean, I think there is a lot of people still on the fence right now who still buy games from G2A.
Well, they still care about the price.
They're going, well, I know that they're doing all this scummy shit, but I want cheaper games. Which,
but
I mean, at what cost?
Your soul.
I mean, honestly, with the Steam sale, I mean, there is.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't understand. Like, for me, I just wait for this. I keep money until the summer sale or like the winter sale comes around, and then I just spend loads of it then, and it's a lot cheaper.
Yeah.
Like, how much do you save on G2A? Is it like $5 to $10? Really? Is that it?
Yeah.
That seems not worth it to me.
Anyway, the next topic we're going to talk about is Asus. And Asus are making an NVIDIA graphics card specifically designed for digital currency mining. Let me just
switch the screen.
Switcheroo. I need to set up hotkeys so I can use easier. I might have, but I've forgotten them. So basically, it's posted on PC Gaming Reddit. NVIDIA to launch graphic cards specifically designed for digital currency mining. So it seems like Bitcoin mining is becoming an even bigger thing in terms of hardware. Because if you don't know, to farm Bitcoins, you have to have a physical mining process, which uses your processor to mine Bitcoins.
Electricity.
Yeah.
And processing power.
Because back in the day, people used to use viruses and malware to get into people's computers, and then they could turn them into Bitcoin mining machines, or they would take lots of computers and use them to mine Bitcoins, and it wasn't very profitable back then. But no, I think one Bitcoin is around £1,000 now.
But it takes a lot of processing power to get it, so yeah, it's kind of worth it to get your.
I'll just look at the current exchange rate.
Your bots all working together.
Yeah, one Bitcoin is 1,799 British pounds at the moment. From here.
It spikes at the start.
Spikes massively.
Yeah.
If you got into Bitcoin early
and just stored it, good job. You've done good.
One thing I know it's used for a lot is because it's kind of this cryptocurrency. Kind of millionaires who need to move their money around easier, they can just put it into Bitcoin and move it from country to country a lot easier than it would be to transport it through.
You need less of them.
Yeah.
It's harder to even if it was a real currency, it'd be harder to tax because it's not a lower denominator than one Bitcoin.
But I know there's some people out there now who live on Bitcoin. They get paid in Bitcoin. They pay all of their utilities with Bitcoin. Yeah. It's a real Bitcoin is a real driving force.
How expensive are the utilities if you have to pay in Bitcoins?
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Is that
can you get parts of a Bitcoin?
How do you,
you must be able to at that cost.
If one Bitcoin is £1,700, how do you give someone one Bitcoin? How do you give someone less than one Bitcoin?
I assume you can just give them 0.01 Bitcoin.
Yeah, because it
makes sense.
Because it's a digital currency, it should be very easy to split it up. But I've never used it, so I don't exactly know how it works.
No, I don't know much about currency stuff either.
Can you split up a Bitcoin? Bitcoin magazine.
Beginner's guide. What?
Blocks bigger than 1 megabyte.
Van uses coin splitting can be messy and risky. What?
Oh, this is very confusing to me.
Is this meant to be easy?
No.
I feel like I have no idea how currency works.
I don't know how crypto digital currency works.
No.
but it's a thing and it's worth a lot of money, which is probably why nobody has it, because nobody else understands how it works. So It's really valuable because nobody else can mine them or can be bothered to learn how. Bitcoin splitting, what is that?
Do you think Reddit's going to help?
Maybe. Is there any risk that Bitcoin will split to the BTC, BTU? If you want to know more about Bitcoins, Google it, and then write in the comments how Bitcoin works, because I am very unwell-read.
Don't use this language though. Write it in easier to understand.
I didn't know there was a Bitcoin Reddit. Newcomers, please read. Okay, I'm a newcomer. So
what?
Okay, so if you want to learn more about Bitcoin, apparently go to the Bitcoin subreddit, and there's a lot of videos on the value and how
Bitcoins are digital, so they're easy to move than cash or gold.
I'm going to look at this when the podcast ends.
I don't know if they know this, but my money's also digital and quite easy to move compared to cash or gold.
Does Bitcoin have transaction fees though?
I don't know.
It must do if they exist.
I would assume so, because whoever's moving it have to charge them.
Yeah, they need money to keep Bitcoin going.
There's no other way.
Apparently you can do all of these
look at all those stores that do bill payments, and
you can get games on Steam and Humble Bundle and stuff for Bitcoins.
G2G?
What, can you pay for like Uber or something with Bitcoins?
I don't know.
You can get Reddit Gold with Bitcoins. That's what everyone wants to buy.
What are we talking about? Oh, Asus.
Yeah, we're talking about a Bitcoin mining graphics card. What do you think about that?
Makes sense.
Would you buy one? Would you build a Bitcoin mining machine?
If I understood it and I had money to make these things.
Well, join us next time on the podcast when Joe will be very well read on this.
Take that back. I wouldn't do that. I'd instead use something like the folding to help for the cancer stuff. I don't know if you've seen that. You know, like you can get when your computer's idle. Yeah. Or like when you turn it off, like instead of turning it off, it like just use like whatever you set the CPU to. It's like and GPU. Then it then uses it to then like process like tons of stuff, like brute force, like either medical or like astronomical processing. So there's one which folds like a really like strong like complex molecule to try and figure out if there's like to try and like I think solve one of the cancer problems. I would rather put my resources into that.
Your resources into science,
not money,
rather than money.
Yeah.
Well, money is science, technically. So
you can pay for science for money, but you lose a little bit each way. So if you go directly to science, it's better.
Okay. Well, what's next on the podcast? Let's have a look.
Next time on the podcast.
The SNES Classic announced with the unreleased Star Fox 2.
It's going to be sold out already. Oh wait, it is sold out already.
I did not want to close those. So let me just bring this up for you. I have it on fucking Twitter apparently. And Nintendo revealed the SNES Classic today. It will have 21 games, one of which is the unreleased Star Fox 2. Do they have an article on this?
I think
this was a while ago.
But this is the thing that not instantly sold out, but very quickly sold out.
The
pre-orders.
The mini NES, the original,
this one did as well.
This one sold out already. Yeah. Nintendo, but they already stopped producing the NES Classic.
Yeah, I know, and this one's already sold out. So
because they produced it for like a year and no one could get it, and then they stopped producing it, and now they're going to produce this for a year, and then no one's going to be able to get it.
Instead, people are going to buy 5 of them, for a huge amount of money.
Yeah,
I think it was like on one of No Keep News things. He said like he was looking for one. Is like because they were like £30-60 or something. He went on like eBay. It was like one for like 180.
There's like a Mega 64 video on the NES Classic. Let's see if I can find that. Because I can do that now to show you how to get the NES Classic. His son's just playing his VR games.
Wow. Look at the games my son is playing these
he needs to get him. He needs to show him the classics. They're trying to find the NES classic, and they go around, do some shifty deals in the back of an alley. But that's quite a good video if you want to watch that.
That's basically what you have to do.
But yeah, that was basically what you have to do now. Is you have to
trade it for some bitcoins.
Yeah,
that's how much it's worth. Well, it's not quite that bad, but it's still ridiculous.
But yeah, this thing is going to be impossible to find. Probably more impossible than the Switch.
What I find even more annoying for people who like the games that come with it, like they're not selling the game separately on any other platform. It's just like, I don't get it. Do Nintendo actually understand what's going on here? No. Do they understand that they could make more money, and the people buying it and selling it for more money would make less money?
Yeah, I mean, there's not going to be a part shortage on this like there was with the Switch when they were competing with Apple for high tech fucking parts for the Switch. This is going to be a relatively simple system. It's basically just a little emulator box.
Yeah.
And I know people in response to this have been building their own makeshift SNES classics and their own makeshift mini NES.
Are they selling classics them for £30?
They're just like putting their emulators on Raspberry Pis, basically.
Yeah, makes sense.
Which is kind of the same thing, which I think is fine. Probably what I would. Yeah, I would rather do that than this, to be honest, just because of how hard this is to get.
Well, it's not worth the money.
Yeah, I think the controllers are nice. I think I said that about the other.
The cables are too small.
Yeah, will the cables be longer this time, Nintendo, or will you have to?
I think Jim's saying correctly. He can't even strangle himself with it and play the game. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, if the cables are hopefully a bit longer, or you release some sort of extender or something. But they have all the classics on here, and the most interesting thing is the unreleased Star Fox 2 will be coming out as well, which is really interesting.
Or we'll be able to emulate soon.
These are all the games: Contra, Donkey Kong Country, Earthbound. I saw a shitpost actually when this came out, and it was like, you can now play all the SNES classics like Batman and Robin, the SNES game. You remember I showed you that game?
Yeah.
It's like one of the worst games of all time.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'd play that game on this.
The next topic is Starrmazer DSP.
Here we go.
So as of today, Starrmazer DSP is back on Steam. I looked yesterday and it wasn't. So Starrmazer DSP is back. I think there's no videos, just screenshots. Probably don't. But I think the trailer probably had music in it.
Yeah.
So they've just got pictures now, but I remember watching the original video I saw on this on Tom Biscuit's channel about Alex Mauer and the DMCA flags, and I remember looking at Starrmazer DSP in the background, and I looked at it and I went, that looks like a really fun game, actually.
Yeah, I did the same with Jim Sterling stuff and went, that looks a really good game.
And I was like, how do I play this? And I was like looking up on Steam, I was like, oh, it's not available on Steam.
Yeah.
Because of the fucking dispute. That really sucks. Couldn't they just remove the music and then put some new one in, which they were doing, and it seems they've done it now, which is really cool. But yeah, so this is a message to Alex Mauer. First off, we should say, don't send people death threats.
Don't be transphobic.
Don't be racist, transphobic. Don't be a dickhead.
No one, over this way, no one deserves death threats.
No.
Like, unless they're murdering people.
No one deserves death threats.
Not even Hitler?
Not even Hitler.
No? Okay.
That's
our stance. Official podcast stance.
Just don't be a dick to anyone.
No.
I mean, Alex Mauer, she's clearly not in her like right state of mind when she was making this personal attack on every single game
I'm not
out there.
Yeah, I don't want to say like what she was doing was okay. It is bad.
Yeah.
But that's not an excuse to like bring out your transphobic nature or death threats.
So we'll just start by saying, don't send people death threats. I think that's never okay. That's not going to get the problem solved.
We agreed before the podcast, like this section is like, what she did was bad. Don't send death threats. This game's great. Starrmazer DSP.
Yeah. I just want to put on the end, because I wanted to disclaimer, don't be a dick, don't send death threats. But I also wanted to say to Alex Mauer, don't abuse the YouTube DMCA copyright system for your own personal agenda and your attempt at censoring people for calling you out.
It fucks over so many YouTubers, really hard.
Yeah. So at what point do you go, YouTube, what are you going to do about this? One person is claiming multiple videos over and... I heard that apparently she was going to claim them again.
Yeah.
After the appeal process thing went up.
Well, I don't know if you've seen like how easy it is to do it now. Like Jim Stone tried to flag his own video.
Yeah, he couldn't because he owned the video.
But he could do it really easy.
It's a simple form that you fill out, and you're like, I own this, and they're like, okay.
It doesn't even prove. You don't even have to give them proof that you own it.
Guilty until proven innocent.
Yeah, that's so stupid. YouTube, you're meant to be. You claim that this is meant to be like a system where it's like a safe harbor system, but it's not. It's stacked in the favor of random people who claim that they own stuff.
I think it should be innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah, they should have to come to you and prove that they own what they say they own, then give it to them.
The onus of proof should go on to the person filing the claim.
Yes.
They need to have viable proof that they own the product.
So VidMe, if you ever get as big as YouTube, that's the way it has to be.
Oh, I love VidMe, dude. They're the best.
VidMe are amazing.
If you're watching on VidMe, hello.
That's your message.
Yeah, they make amazing videos as well on their like official
channel.
They're
like, you know, like how Discord have like really like funny Twitter. Like VidMe's the same but for videos. Actually, no, Discord does amazing videos as well. Actually,
it just goes to show you what the power of a very good PR team.
Yeah,
a very good creative PR team. And actually having a presence on the internet, unlike some websites like fucking YouTube, who have like zero fucking PR.
I think,
and even Twitch have very little.
You trying to say that Pornhub has more presence than Twitter?
Yeah,
and
that's what I do
combined?
actually. They're very good with their PR. They're always on Reddit.
Talking about that though, YouTube's finally caught up with Pornhub with little GIFs on the videos.
So I was looking at YouTube and I was like, when you hover over the thumbnail, it now starts loading the video. So I guess this is kind of to stop clickbait.
It is useful. I've used it. I can
scroll. I'd like it to actually scroll through the whole video.
Yeah, at the moment it's just
a couple of seconds at the start.
Yeah, at the moment it's just choosing like a little bit at the start, like not right at the start, but like just a bit for the start. Then it just plays like 10 seconds, I think. Then just like, and it's like kind of useful, but it'd be great if you copy Pornhub some more.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
They are the innovators.
That's what I'm saying.
Of technology and video compression. You need to take them up and show them what YouTube can do.
That's what I want. We were talking about Starrmazer.
Yeah, we were actually.
I got Tangerine.
So let's talk about Starrmazer is a kind of like Gallagher,
but really good.
But it's like this retro, really cool art style roguelite spaceship shooter. I really like the element of kind of upgrading your ship and going through all these
the power-ups
really cool
really
looking levels. But yeah, it just looks really cool. I added it to I wanted to like get the game and see if it was on sale. This went down like in the sale, I think. Even. So that was a real shame because I probably would have picked this game up.
It's still pretty cheap though.
£7, yeah.
I think that's worth it. I don't have any more money though.
Yeah. It was on sale earlier this year for £4.89.
Okay.
On the 16th of January this year. But yeah, this does look really fun. I'm definitely going to keep this on my wish list and on my follow list as well.
Oh,
so it's going on. I want to keep an eye on the development of this game and see kind of what's going on with that. But yeah,
that makes sense.
That is.
Because it's still in early access, so I'm curious to see what they change.
The next piece of news, the small piece of news about Bethesda. Recently, or a couple weeks ago.
You say recently.
Ralph, yeah, because I've been away a while. So
this has been a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah. Raphael Colatino. Colatino. I don't know. He has parted ways with Arcane Studios and Bethesda. He worked on the original Dishonored, and Prey, he came from the original.
Well, yeah, he has a fantastic quote of...
Oh, yeah, so when Prey was being released on PC and they had a demo only for the consoles, he said, Prey doesn't need a demo on PC, the Steam refund policy is good enough.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a bittersweet leave for Raphael. I think he did work a lot on Dishonored, so it'd be stuff like it'll be a shame to see him leave. But when you say stuff like that, you kind of have to wonder what kind of a person they are.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
There's another small topic. Sony recently pulled the world's fastest platinum trophy game from PSN. So if you didn't see it, there was a game on PSN called... what was it called? It's called 5-star 1,000 top rated.
Oh yeah, it's 5 physical starts.
If you want to watch a video on it, watch Jim Sterling's video on that, where it's essentially a puzzle game, and then it has a link to their Facebook page where they show you how to do the puzzles so you can get the platinum trophies the fastest.
It is just like, like the Steam, like you buy a game just for the trading cards. It's basically that, but on PlayStation.
I thought, what was that game that gave you a bunch of achievements? It was like there was an Avatar, The Last Airbender game that was known for giving you the most achievements the most quickly.
Why?
Game that
I know Jim played a game in the Green Light Death Squirt that gave him a ton of achievements recently.
The easy achievements for the new Avatar tile has no effects. Because you just got like a bunch. You can get like 1,000 achievement points in like 2 minutes. You just get like a bunch of achievement points, and people were saying like it was crazy how much you could get. Because I remember watching a video on Rooster Teeth a while ago back then. That must have been like 10 years ago now, maybe.
10 years.
But they were having an achievement battle. It was like a bet to see how much achievement points you could get in a limited amount of time.
Yeah. And
they had like a glass case with like the Avatar game in it, and like if you needed those extra points, you get the Avatar out at the end to just get those free achievement points.
Break glass, you need more achievement points.
Because people do really care about their PSN score, the gamer score on Xbox.
Yeah.
So this is a real thing where people will just buy this game to get free gamer score, basically. And it seems like at the moment, when you've got stuff like, was it Black Tiger?
It's Black Tiger, the awful.
It seems like
PSN has become...
It used to be very hard to get on the PSN store, but it seems like PSN is taking the way of old Greenlight, where it seems like a lot of crap can get on the store now.
Apart from good things like mods, cross-platform play.
Yeah. I guess I can...
I don't understand. You're gonna play...
I guess I can show you gameplay. 1,000 4K images. They've even talked about it here. Avatar: The Burning Earth.
Oh, okay. That's what it's called.
I didn't realise it was even in the article. I didn't read that far, but I just remember it. 1,000 gamer score in 2 minutes.
Oh my...
So yeah, this is the fabled game for getting a fuck ton of gamer score in a very little amount of time. You can literally get 1,000 gamer score in 2 minutes. It's kind of ridiculous.
Imagine how many other games you'd have to normally play and achieve to get that amount. A lot of time and a lot of money, I presume.
Yeah, it's basically just you slide these puzzle tiles.
Wait, that is literally it then, isn't it?
Yeah, the whole game, and they're advertising it as like easy trophies. Come buy this game to get really quick trophies. But yeah, it's been removed from fucking the PSN store now, so that's a good thing. Well done, Sony, for realizing this was a fake game, basically. And was just there to try and give people trophies.
Are they going to retroactively remove the trophies though, or are they just going to keep?
I don't know what happens if you remove a game from PSN and then people have the trophies. Maybe they keep
I assume
them.
it's just there and like no one else can get it again, but the people who've already got it keep it.
Yeah. Anyway. Moving on.
Moving on from that shitty game to
Star Wars Battlefront 2. So there was some controversy like a week or so ago with the Star Wars Battlefront 2 loot boxes sparked pay-to-win fears is the
I think
headline here.
Yeah, I think I think definite pay-to-win loot boxes. Like, I don't think there's any fears about it.
Yeah. you would definitely buy
power.
More power than you could get if you were just playing the game from the base.
It's a good thing I'm not hyped about this game for the multiplayer. So I'd be very disappointed. I just hope they don't fuck up the single player, which is the only thing that is going for it right now. Yeah, so they give you more health, power up weapons, boost damage, or grant other special effects such as healing effects on nearby allies. Though the feature wasn't working when the revelations came to light, duplicate star cards were automatically converted into crafting parts when you can put them towards a particular card or to upgrading a card you already have. But I think they had that there was cards that were only available in like the paid boxes.
You can get the currency used for buying crates by playing the game, but you can just buy unlimited crates with money basically. But we still have to see how big of an advantage this is.
I think it's quite big. Unless they just go but change it.
So Battlefront 1 was hyped and then very underwhelming. And then people were saying maybe they've learned from their mistakes from Battlefront 2.
They haven't.
But so far we've seen an underwhelming E3 presentation of the multiplayer.
Yeah, they focused on the multiplayer, not the single player.
We've seen concerns about pay-to-win aspects on the crates now. We haven't seen any change to the hero system that people desperately wanted it to be like the old system from the old Battlefront 2. Which is really confusing because you have two games called exactly the same thing.
I think it'd be good if they had like the same because I don't know if you remember from Battlefront 2 or Battlefront 1, like it was kind of like you could destroy the things that gave people health to heal, so it was kind of like territorial. If they had a game mode like that, it'd be amazing. But it just looks like a boring. It's just like a reskinned Battlefield. That's all it is.
Pretty much. So we'll move on to the next topic. Valve received almost 300,000 refund requests during the first day of its Steam sale. So it seems like there was a cost to the new refund system that definitely had to exist on Steam.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like that much to me compared to how much they make in summer sale.
People definitely bought a lot of games and then
didn't
like them and sent them back in the sale. But I think they always knew there was going to be a cost to adding a refund system, but it needed to exist because it's the law.
Yeah.
It was unjust otherwise.
But 300k isn't that much though, right? How much? They must have made tons of money.
Well, Gary Newman shared on Twitter that he had lost about $4 million in Rust revenue due to refunds.
Wow.
But he wasn't too upset about it. I mean, he must be like a millionaire at this point with the success of Gary's mod and Rust. And
you'd think so. I hope so.
The VR game he was working on as well. But yeah. I thought it was interesting. Just goes to show people wanted refunds. We got refunds. It was good for Steam, but there definitely was a cost for Valve themselves. The next topic is also Valve related, and there's been a big ban wave. More than 40,000 Steam users were banned the day after the summer sale. So it seems like there was a big... They like to do ban waves so people can't detect what was getting them caught through their cheating software.
Yeah.
Seems like there was a big ban wave after the sale so people can't immediately purchase the game again. I mean, we talked about this in the past, but, you know, when there's a big ban wave, usually the most popular game on Steam for purchases, the top seller is CSGO.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of cheating in that game. But I think this was quite a smart move from by Steam and Valve because they just changed the gifting policy as well.
Yeah.
So they can't hoard copies of games. And now they've just banned a bunch of accounts. So hopefully this is going to cut back massively on cheaters in games.
You can only hope. No, I think with all their changes, they are trying their best to try and get rid of these. Because I think the gifting system is a good idea. Just a shame that the 4-packs are dead. But I understand why they got rid of it.
But this is the biggest ban wave they've ever done. The last biggest one was 15,000 that we talked about before.
Yeah.
This is 40,000.
So I assume they've just improved their system and more people are cheating.
Yeah. Another 5,000 in-game bans were meted out on July 6th on top of the VAC bans, and according to VACban.com, the total value of the CSGO weapon skin lost as a result of these bans was nearly $9,600.
Oh.
The VAC ban rate has since settled back to a more reasonable rate on July 7th. The day after the big spike, 954 VAC bans were handed out, while another 735 were delivered yesterday, or when this article was out, which was 2 days ago. So, yeah. That is
a good move by Valve for banning cheaters.
I think that's the only... Oh, wait, no, that's not the only... Half-Life, the original Half-Life received a random update. And I don't know why.
Yeah, you still haven't unwrapped the enigma.
They made a public update for Half-Life where they fixed a crash, fixed some files, fixed a crash, and fixed a crash. So, I mean, they were just updating a very old game randomly for some reason. Some people said on Reddit and the games Reddit, they said, looks like it was security related. Saying the words malformed and crashed sometimes leads to arbitrary code execution. Whether this is the case here, it's debatable, as Valve certainly won't release any information on it, and I doubt we will see a CVE number for these. So I can pretty much safely say Half-Life 3 confirmed, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the Russians said at the bottom, right? Half-Life 3 confirmed.
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
So we can trust Russians.
We were talking about PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds earlier, but there was quite a debate recently about the game after aim assist debate, after suggestion of cross-platform play on consoles. So there was quite a debate on whether when you're playing with someone who's playing on a console, should they be allowed aim assist? What do you think about this?
I feel like they should be.
Really? Do you think PC players should get aim assist then?
No, because the mouse and keyboard is quite good compared to controller.
But if you're playing competitively against someone else and they have aim assist, wouldn't that make you feel worse about the game?
Yeah, but you have better controls.
And you can plug a keyboard and mouse into a console as well?
Yeah, they shouldn't have aim assist then.
Because I knew that they were doing this on Overwatch, and they were saying, we don't really want you to do this, we want you to use a controller on the console.
Right.
I don't know if you still get aim assist if you use if you plug in a keyboard and mouse and use that. I don't really know how the console aim assist works because I don't use it. I don't have a console, so
I've kind of, from what I remember of aim assist stuff, it kind of like snaps, doesn't it? Like almost.
Yeah, it kind of like snaps to enemies.
I can't imagine it being very useful for mouse and keyboard, but I guess it must be if you get used to it.
If you were like playing PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds and you were looking out into the distance and there was like low light levels or something was obscured and suddenly your mouse snaps to something, oh, there's an enemy there. It's kind of like an enemy finder.
But could you not code it so like it doesn't snap at like a certain distance?
Yeah, I guess. It depends how the aim assist works.
Yeah. Because like isn't this like this one piece of code in every game that uses aim assist uses this one code.
So I think with cross-platform play, it's going to be one side is going to have a huge advantage on PC. Yeah. So they're going to have higher frame rates.
They've got better controllers, they've got higher frame rates.
And they're going to have way better accuracy with the mouse and keyboard.
They're more likely to be close to the screen as well.
Yeah. Should the people on console get something that essentially kind of plays the game for them a little bit as a handicap against players who get the advantage.
I think it is okay because they are handicapped.
I've always not liked aim assist as a concept.
No, I don't
think it's a bit.
This is like the only time I would say aim assist is useful.
Yeah,
somewhat.
But I don't know. This is always going to be a problem with cross-platform play because there's going to be way more games coming to cross-platform play with like Minecraft and Rocket League.
I think with like if you have purely competitive, you can't have it.
You'd think if there was a competitive match with someone on PC and someone on a console, they wouldn't have aim assist.
No, I don't think you could because I think even at the personal console, if they were able to win, they'd want to brag about it without aim assist.
Imagine if you're at like a CSGO tournament.
Yeah.
And there's like 9 guys playing on keyboard and 1 guy on a controller. Is he allowed aim assist?
No.
Okay. Anyway.
Oh dear.
Next topic is... Have you seen Jump?
No.
So Jump is apparently a subscription service that's like the Netflix for indie games.
I don't know. Is it?
It's designed to help indie games get discovered. Jump is due later this summer, so it's kind of like you subscribe to it, and there's a big library of indie games you can play. What do you think about this?
I swear EA Access had the same.
Did they?
They called it like Netflix like thing. I swear they did. Or
everybody wants to be Netflix these days, though.
The thing is, Netflix is getting shitter and shitter by the week.
Is it?
Well, they don't have as much library. They keep getting rid of the stuff I want to watch.
They keep adding originals.
I don't give a shit about most of their originals.
Most of the streaming... The problem is with Netflix is that they're in a tug-of-war battle right now. So, more and more streaming services are taking their own content and not selling it to Netflix. They're taking it off and they're putting it onto their own streaming services. Yeah. So Netflix has to make more originals, and they're incentivized to do that as well.
Yeah, I understand that, but they're slowly becoming more like HBO, where they just sell their own stuff and that's it, and there's not much point.
Well, what else can they do?
I don't know. I don't think there's any reason they could renew some of the stuff again.
Yeah, but the problem is the other streaming services are taking away the licenses and not reselling it to them. I mean, I do agree that the library in the UK is shit. It's one of the worst in the world compared to America that has like over twice the titles.
I don't know.
But there's always going to be huge licensing issues when it comes to different countries.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then
there's some things that Netflix have done that they don't have like as difficult license issues. They just don't want to pay the money to keep it.
There's always going to be huge license issues across different countries. But this problem is solved by Netflix originals. They own the rights to it. They make it. They produce it. And they can put on every single country.
I have noticed that they are like they pay for like permanent rights to like they take stuff from like the Sci-Fi Channel and they like technically make it like a Netflix original.
Doug Gently's Holistic Detective Agency.
Yeah, The Expanse is also one. They have
because it's produced by Netflix, right? But it's made by BBC America.
Yeah. They seem to be doing that a lot. So if they keep doing it on that line and increase their library through that method, then that would be useful. Yeah. But just hope that's what they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, would you play some of these indie games? Do you play a lot of indie games?
Back to the actual thing we're meant to be talking about, not just Netflix.
Yeah.
I think I would actually, but what was the pricing for it?
It was like $10 a month, I think.
$10 so I guess it is the Netflix equivalent, I guess.
$10 per month, 60 game strong library at launch. Sign-ups for beta are now live.
I don't know. I'm more a person I prefer to own the games.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's like some like really good. Let's say I watched like a series on like Netflix and I really liked it. I would then at some point buy the series if I liked it, so I kept it.
Yeah.
I don't want to just like keep it on Netflix because I can't guarantee it's always going to be there unless it's like a Netflix original.
What are these games? Stunt Runner, Always, Sometimes Monsters, Tulsa-Grad. I don't know these games, but I don't recognise any of them.
I recognise like some of like the pictures they have, but I don't remember the games at all. I might have just seen them, but never looked into them.
Do you think anyone's going to want a subscription-based service to a bunch of indie games? I mean, I don't think I would, but is there someone out there that will?
I think so, because doesn't Humble Bundle have like a sort of similar process now?
I don't know, do they? We can look that up.
I swear they now did.
Well, they have the Humble Indie Bundle. Oh, the subscription-based service.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have that. But they're not always indie games.
No, but I guess it's not. You actually get the games as well.
You have the Humble Monthly, which is a curated bundle of games in your inbox every month
for $12 a month.
Yes, I think I'd rather have the Humble Monthly bundle.
Yeah, I'd rather have this because you actually get the games,
and then not always indie games. There's some guaranteed kind of.
My only issue is that you always have to be in the back of your head, like, oh, can I buy this game now? Or do I need to wait for the Humble monthly bundle to come around to actually give me it? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, Jump's very focused on indie, but is anyone going to get it when the Humble monthly exists? And I don't know many people who use this.
I don't know. Some people just like indies, I guess. Because I don't care about NBA. Like Pillars of Eternity, sure, but
I think this is an interesting idea, but yeah. I don't think many people will be.
For me personally, I'd rather buy games and own them than
subscribe to them.
Yeah, not own them.
But would you rather buy films and own them than stream them on the service?
No, because they're short.
Yeah, I mean,
as I said,
ideas have changed over the years.
As I said, if it's a really good film, like the Judge Dredd film, I one of my personal favorite films. I've
never seen it.
I just think it's fantastic.
Yeah,
he doesn't take his helmet off, and because normally actors are like, oh, I need to show my face.
Yeah,
he's just like, no, keeping it on the whole film.
Speaking of films, I actually watched the Spider-Man Homecoming film recently. It's fantastic.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really good.
I was a bit. Some of the trailers were good. Some of the trailers I didn't like, and I was like, is this going to be good?
I went to see it in Sweden in the cinema, so...
they speak Swedish?
No, it had Swedish subtitles.
Were you reading Swedish?
No, I wasn't. It was in 3D.
Okay.
Because we couldn't find a 2D version, and 3D still exists. It's still
no
a gimmick.
Watches,
but yeah...
I was going to say no one watches in 2D, but then I realised 2D is way better. In every regard.
But yeah, I'd definitely give it like an 8 or a 9 out of 10. I think it's one of the best Marvel films.
I saw there was a Moist Meter and a Ralph the Movie Maker stuff on it. So I haven't watched it.
Moist Meter?
From Critical.
He does films now?
Yeah. I think he started with Wonder Woman, I think it's the first film he did.
Oh, okay. I thought he just did games.
No.
I think there's a half in the bag, out the bag from... Red Letter Media.
Yeah. Well, they always watch the new films, so it's kind of their job now, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, those are some people you can listen to and hear what they thought about the film. If you don't want to listen to me just going, yes, it's good.
Yeah, you can either listen to Critical, Ralph the Movie Maker, or Red Letter Media.
The thing I'll say about the film is, if you watch the trailer and went, that looks good, it's like the trailer.
Okay.
It's about a young spider... It's back to Spider-Man's roots. It's not the awful, amazing Spider-Man where it's like Spider-Man's a dark, gritty man with death, and it's like, no, he's just a kid who kind of wants to go around and help
this
people.
Awful thing.
He's your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
He's the snarky Spider-Man that speaks to snarkily to everyone, including himself when he's alone.
It's pretty much in tone with the Insomniac game as well, where he's kind of a wisecracking guy who's just flying around New York City.
Yeah, the Spider-Man we all know and love, basically. Not the...
I actually really like the Toby Maguire
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2 was like a really good film.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 was really good. I thought the games that Toby Maguire were in was really good as well.
Spider-Man 3 was a piece of shit.
Spider-Man 3 was terrible. Yeah. That's because it was going towards what the later Spider-Mans would do. Make it dark and...
He has Venom now. I think Vulture was a pretty good choice for Enemy as well.
Is it, do you think?
Yeah, I think. I like the high-tech version of Vulture as well. We kind of see this change from kind of the being an actual vulture kind of creature to like the mechanical vulture. And It's pretty cool. I think Michael Keaton does a really good job at playing Vulture as well. He's a really good actor. I like the new Spider-Man as well. He's good. You know how like the poster showed like a bunch of Tony Stark, like Tony Stark becoming the father figure for Spider-Man is a real thing in this film.
Okay.
Which they didn't kind of shove it down your throat too much.
It was just like
the
undertone.
poster showed, yeah. I think it's kind of funny that he plays Vulture in this film, and he also was Birdman as well. So.
I just went, yeah, he can do birds.
You can do birds. You're Vulture. Anyway.
He is a good actor, though. So.
Yeah, Michael Keaton is really good. Anyway. Jump. Final thoughts? I'm not getting this. They said they're not doing any sales or DLC on it. It's just pure indie games. If you're looking to pay £10 a month for 60 indie games that'll be updated.
I didn't even think about DLC.
Yeah.
That's even weirder.
You can look into this, but I thought it was an interesting piece of news, but I definitely, myself personally, probably won't be getting this. Anyway, on to the next one. So this one's quite a big piece of news. So Riot Games is actually suing a Chinese League of Legends knockoff. And the Chinese knockoff actually came back and said, no, we definitely own League of Legends. So yeah. Riot there's a mobile MOBA, and you know how China is with infringing on copyright. There's a really funny donkey video on I don't know what it's called though. Is it donkey Chinese MOBA? Let's see if I can find it quickly. League of Legends knockoff it's called. This video is very funny. There's a bunch of just copyrighted characters. Look at this. Like, does that not look exactly like Shrek in League of Legends? Like, in fucking Gareth and Naruto? Like, this looks ridiculous. So if there's anything like this, then yeah, kind of infringing on copyrighted material. But they sent them basically a lawsuit with comparison images showing similarity between LoL and the mobile game Legends Bang Bang, from map design to characters or even the font. The lawsuit's here if you want to read this. I don't think you do.
Does it come with the image version? Oh, it does come with images.
So
okay.
They look at the interface and stuff, and you look at like, this is Annie. She's like a famous League of Legends character, and you look how she's like a little pyromancer girl with a pet bear, and then you look at Emily, who is essentially exactly the same character.
Yeah.
And
the map is identical.
You look at the UI design in the map, and you look how completely identical it is. And even the promotional image, taking Garen and then using him on your mobile game as well. And in response to this, they sent out a statement saying, recently some media has published negative and unreal reports about Mobile Legends. Here is the statement on Moontoon. Mobile Legends is a MOBA game that is developed by how do you pronounce that? Moonton? Independently, and its copyright has already been registered and protected in multiple countries all over the world. Moonton has intellectual property rights. So they're saying, we own the rights to this. This is our property. Mobile Legends and all the users will not be affected by the unreal reports that we will keep providing the best gameplay experiences to players all over the world. These fucking media's attacking us for no reason. We own the rights to this.
It's fake news.
Meanwhile, for some media and competitors who have spread the unreal information and rumours against us, we reserve the right to protect ourselves and pursue legal actions. They're saying, no, fuck you, Riot Games, the biggest company in the world. We own the rights to League of Legends. We're going to sue you.
That's not going to
Riot Games, the biggest company in the world, is also owned by one of the biggest Chinese companies in the world, Tencent.
Yeah.
Who will fuck you even harder than Riot Games.
And they're Chinese as well, so it's not like they can do it in their country. That's so stupid.
But yeah, this knockoff's kind of ridiculous. Kind of ridiculous that they kind of went on for that long. I mean, there's a ton of fucking knockoffs on like Facebook and mobile games, and We saw a little while ago that Riot was suing the cheat maker.
Yep.
As well as Blizzard was selling cheat makers to keep cheats down, and now it seems they're going to protect their intellectual property and sue these knockoffs as well.
It is the same font though. Like, I just wanna.
Yeah. Pretty much. Exactly the same UI, same characters, whatever. So let's talk about. You want to talk about Warframe? So recently, Warframe has just announced that it's going to get an open world MMO-like area, and this is kind of interesting because I downloaded Warframe last night actually because my
downloaded it.
Yeah, my friend wanted to play. Matt from the podcast, from the wrestling episode, he said he wanted to play it with me.
Yeah.
I said, well, my main issue, I haven't played it in years, because when I originally played it, one of my big issues with the game was a lot of the environments were copy-pasted.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still find it such a weird game though. Like the character models are weird.
It was a lot of like spaceships and stuff and corridors that were quite similar.
Yeah.
But now it looks like, I think this is Earth.
What?
Yeah, I didn't play it a little bit when I owned it, but from what I understand, it is a planet. Or
the question is, so you've replayed it, or you just downloaded it to play?
I downloaded it yesterday before recording the podcast.
So you haven't played it yet?
No.
Because I want to know is like I've never played it. Is it possible to pick it up now and play it?
I guess. Yeah. I mean, I heard that it's quite hard to play because you need to do a lot of reading to figure out what to do.
Oh, okay.
But I can watch videos, and I have some friends who play, so they can probably help me out. But this from the trailer, it looks really cool. The kind of open world environments. I talked about the new character they added on Warframe on another podcast.
Oh,
where they had like a character that fought with music, and
yes,
you could change the music to make the character play differently and stuff. But yeah, this is really exciting because it's like a MMO almost.
Yeah, I find it amazing that they're able to like stay afloat, doing updates all the time. I think it's a good idea.
Very popular, Warframe.
Yeah,
it's very popular.
It's always one of the most played games.
They have a very big core audience, and it'd be very interesting. This is, I guess, this is in response to Destiny 2 on PC.
Yeah,
and Anthem as well.
Yeah,
they're kind of having to step up their game.
They're technically beating them to it, ish.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go on to the next topic, which is Unity 2017. So they've just updated Unity as well. So yeah, there's a new Unity engine. I can't talk much about it because I'm not a developer. Do you know anything about Unity 2017?
I don't know much about Unity either, unfortunately, but it looked interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of it means.
There's a ton of new features and improvements. You're hungry.
I thought
brand new tools for storytelling and in-game sequences.
Yeah, I thought like the how do you pronounce it? Cine machine.
Yeah.
That seemed really interesting to me, but I don't know.
Advanced camera system needs you.
I don't know what was in the
other. Your shots like a movie director from within Unity.
I don't know what the other Unity stuff has.
Is that similar to like Source Filmmaker or something?
I think it's similar to a lot of stuff like that. Like you can move the camera around. It's even like similar to like Blender and stuff, I think.
Well, hopefully, if this is a better engine, we might see less. Do you think there'll be less or more Unity asset flips with the new Unity engine?
I don't think it'll make a difference. I think it just means that you can have potential for better games coming from Unity. Yeah. Because it's still easy to pick up. I mean, it's still easy to use.
There is good games made from the Unity engine.
The engine.
The Hearthstone was made from like Unity.
The engine has nothing to do with how good the game is.
So if you're interested in this, you can go on here and read about it. I just thought I'd say that as I...
Oh, they actually got a video for the
machine. You can watch this if you want.
That does look a lot like Blender, from what I remember of Blender.
You do depth of field, motion blur.
What are those things? I'm kind of worried.
Looks quite interesting. It looks like you can do your in-game cinematics quite well from inside the game almost.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, that's what in-game cinematic means. Anyway, on to the next topic, which is, let me pull it up. Oh, SGDQ. I wanted to talk about that quickly because SGDQ is awesome. I love SGDQ every year. It's a real shame that I couldn't watch it this year because I was away the week that it was on. What have I done?
What have you done?
I don't know. But anyway, Summer Games Done Quick has ended and it has raised $1.7 million for Doctors Without Borders. I did actually myself catch the Half-Life 2 speedrun. That's one I like to watch. If you don't know what it is, a lot of bunny hopping and flying across the map and shooting yourself through walls.
The real deal there. I think bunny hopping's a good... Games don't have much bunny hopping these days, do they?
It was kind of a flaw in the Source engine. And then people kind of ran with it.
But I think you could make an interesting movement system with that idea, maybe streamlined and made to not be glitchy.
So I played a game recently that was kind of like a climbing game. I can't remember what it's called. Let me have a look. Let me just look on Steam quickly. Climbing game. Creed's Climbing. Here it is. I played this game. It took the idea of kind of the if you played Source games like Counter-Strike, Source, or I think they do it in Go as well.
It looks very saucy.
Yeah, I think it's in the Source engine, but it's not designed from. It's not a mod inside. It's not like a map in CS:GO. It's designed to be a climbing game.
Right.
So it's like a map full of different climbing things. Kind of had timers and stuff. And you can have like grappling hooks and that sort of... Not grappling, more like... Yeah, kind of like bungee ropes.
Oh, okay, right.
But yeah, it's very like Counter-Strike, bunny hopping, and...
surfing and...
yeah, so it's multiplayer as well, so if you're interested...
Was that a Scout?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're interested in surfing or the bunny hopping, there is this game that's free to play. That's just a collection of this stuff all put together. I did play it for a bit. I got frustrated with the tutorial because there was this section I couldn't do, and I was like, "Oh, I don't want to do advanced maps. Fuck this."
Yeah. Okay.
So it's teaching you like all the advanced mechanics, like grappling hooks and stuff, and I was like, "I just want to b-hop or just surf."
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
I think I'd be really bad at that game, on a side note.
Yeah.
Well, I've never really played. Well, I never surfed. Let me put it that way. What have you found?
That's the graph for earnings of GDQ and SGDQ over the years.
That's pretty good.
So yeah, Awesome Games Done Quick is the other speedrunning event as well, and this was Summer Games Done Quick.
Oh, that's what they stand for. Okay.
Yeah. You can go and r/speedrun for VODs of anything you missed. The hyped ones for speedrunning, Super Metroid, Save the Animals or Save the Frames is always a big one. Most Mario games are quite hyped. I like watching the Ratchet and Clank ones because I'm a big Ratchet and Clank fan. I like watching Half-Life ones.
I like people completely break Ratchet and Clank and basically not play the game to complete it.
Yeah. Was there anything else I wanted to say? Oh, speaking of speedrunning.
Speedrunning topic.
Owlboy developer has left some glitches alone in the game of Owlboy to help speedrunners.
So they found glitches and went, could get rid of them.
We're not going to fix this.
But it's not.
Because speedrunners.
Yeah, they're not game-breaking bugs, but you can use them for speedrunning.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I think they probably should have just made a build for speedrunners, basically.
Yeah.
Where they should patch out glitches and then have a build where you can just speedrun on. Because I know, like, a lot of speedrunners, they'll have, like, certain patches they'll speedrun on.
Yeah.
Which is a thing. And they develop new strats for new patches and then they decide which one they want to play on.
Yeah. Because
there's tons of different categories for speedrunning. Like, there's any percent, which means you can complete the game any possible. There's, like, glitchless, where you can't use glitchless. There's 100%, all the trophies and stuff like that. Or there'll be a certain patch game.
What about Skyrim fastest to get married?
Yeah, so we were looking up some of the stupidest speedruns on speedrunning. I think it's speedrunning.com.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Speedrun.
Is it on net?
Speedrun.com.
Oh, okay.
And trying to look up the stupidest speedrun, and I think Skyrim getting married speedrun.
It was quite impressive. Without loads. Wow.
Yeah, marriage.
3 minutes, 21 seconds.
I Need a Doctor as the speedrun holder for getting married on Skyrim in 3 minutes, 21 seconds.
You glitch out the starting bit, run to...
You know, I was looking at our Super Karoshi Spotlight, and I was like looking at the speedruns for Super Karoshi.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I just uploaded this, I would be third place speedrunning of Super Karoshi, because there's no third place. So if I just uploaded that video, I would be third place.
To be fair, it'd only be like just double or under double the second place.
Yeah.
So
well, maybe,
it's pretty good.
Maybe I'll submit my speedrun.
Yeah.
I think you have to have like the timer on the screen though, because they show
we have to redo it.
Yeah, they show like these the timers at the bottom. I think you need a timer, otherwise it doesn't count. But yeah, if you want to speedrun killing yourself, check out the Super Karoshi speedruns. Should be a pretty simple game to speedrun though. I mean, it depends. The thing about speedrunning a game is you want to choose a game that you wouldn't mind playing over and over again.
Yeah, that's why
that you really enjoy.
I don't think there's many games I would want to speedrun.
But yeah, very interesting thing for the Owlboy devs to do. Was it intentional to help speedrunners, or was it like, maybe we just don't want to fix the game?
No,
we'll see. I think they should definitely make more than one patch for people who just want to play the game.
Depends what the glitches are, really.
Yeah. Anyway, on to the next topic, which is Xbox. Xbox One Gift a Friend feature coming soon, TM. Apparently, in response to a Twitter post by Mike Ybarra, he said, Stephen K said, "Hey Mike, how far off are we getting the ability to gift a new purchase for a friend?" And Mike Ybarra responded with, "Not far." So it seems like soon, TM, we're going Xbox One Gift a Friend feature is coming soon. I just wanted to mention that. Even though neither of us own an Xbox One.
I can't believe they don't have it.
Do you own an Xbox One?
No. I just can't believe they haven't added the feature for it yet. Do you not find that weird that there's not a gift a friend?
Not really on console. It's never been a really big thing, has it?
I don't know. I've seen uses for it. I'm just really surprised. I never even thought about it.
Yeah.
I just thought they would.
Anyway, next topic is Capcom news. Let's do that. So there's been a fan subbing of the Ace Attorney games, Phoenix Wright. They had a Japanese-only game, and the fans spent 8 months subtitling the game, and then they got a copyright strike on the videos because they put up a video of English subs of the Japanese games. And I also think Capcom were well within their right to do this, because although it's a fan subbing of the game, it's not like a ROM hack. They're not directly putting the subtitles onto the actual ROM so that people can buy it and play it.
Yeah.
They're kind of uploading the game's heavily story-driven game straight onto YouTube almost.
Yeah.
It's kind of that grey area with non-commentary Let's Plays.
Yeah. It is an issue with Let's Plays with that. Because even with commentary Let's Plays, they still shut up for like parts where they talk or where it's story-driven, normally. So it's still showing story-driven gameplay. I don't know. I personally, I'm the sort of person that I would still buy a game if it looks good, but I've like watched it all still, and I know what's going to happen.
Yeah, but I think there's not that many people like you out there.
No, most people just thought Let's Play because they don't. But the thing is, were they going to buy the game anyway, though? They just search Let's Play of this game because they didn't want to buy it?
Yeah, I think there's people out there that do that.
So I don't think they were ever going to buy it.
I personally don't like Let's Plays and don't watch Let's Plays.
No, I don't watch Let's Plays unless they're like more like creative stuff or
Well, that's a different topic on the Let's Play thing, but
yeah,
YouTube has republished the videos as of today. That for you. They are now back up on YouTube. So they didn't follow through with a lawsuit on the DMCA takedowns. The guy who put up the subs have said the following videos have been restored. So the YouTube videos are now back up to watch, I guess. I don't know if there'll be any further legal action by Capcom. I personally think they're well within their right if they wanted to ask them to take them down. I mean, making a fan game, you're under no pretense that you are allowed to be doing this. This is kind of getting into like even Rockstar OpenIV territory now, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like video games versus mods and video games versus fan subtitles sort of thing. We're in very grey areas.
Well, yeah, with mods, they're always like they don't support like pirated versions of the game.
Yeah. You
have to have the proper game.
I mean, this wasn't letting you hack into the game or anything.
No.
But it was
bypassing.
Uploading the story of the game onto YouTube.
But if you can't buy the game anyway, though.
Yeah, if
they
you
really,
can't,
are they really
it was
sales?
It was a Japanese only game.
Yeah, so they really losing. I don't know. I think they weren't like doing it, but they're not gaining anything or losing anything. So
right, I'm gonna have to open Kotaku to show people pictures. I don't like going on Kotaku, but people link stuff from here. So it looks like this.
Well,
Japanese with English subtitles.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of okay with this ish, but only because it's not released in any other country.
All of the videos are back up on YouTube if you'd like to watch them, I guess.
Yeah.
I just thought it was interesting.
The
final topic I want to talk about is No Man's Sky. So it's been a year. Someone brought this up on Reddit and I thought it was interesting to talk about. It's been a year since Hello Games made No Man's Sky, and when it was released, it was heavily shit on for performance issues, no multiplayer, not being the game it said it was going to be.
Really boring. Again, towards the end, the ending was
nothing to do on planets, no base building, nothing like that. Ship was quite limited. But
we've had 2 updates since then for No Man's Sky. We've had I can't remember what the first update was called actually.
There's a Pathfinder update, which was the
that was the vehicle stuff.
Yeah, this was vehicles,
which came after the base building. Yeah,
with visual updates. So they had 1080p textures on PS4, and I think they had 4K as well on PC, maybe.
Yeah, that's something like
that. I think PS4 Pro had 4K as well.
Yeah.
You can now share your bases online and on the workshop integration. They did put a lot of work into actually making the game.
I'm still of the belief that I need one more update, and then I think it'd be worth me considering buying this game.
Because people are asking, is it worth buying No Man's Sky now? Because they did add a lot of stuff to the game. They had the permadeath mode. We talked about
apparently, people who still play it or bought it on release like the harder difficulties of it, which makes sense because there's not much to do otherwise.
This was the big update.
It was huge. We did a podcast on
that. There's still patches now. Pathfinder patch 1.24. What was this? March 27th.
Yeah, that's kind of the same time as the last Pathfinder
patch.
Yeah.
They're still developing the game. I think Sean Murray didn't do a Peter Molyneux. He didn't do he didn't do a Goddess. He didn't start a game and then just abandon it forever. He actually fixed the core issues with his game. There was a Foundation update as well.
That was what it was called, the first one, yeah.
This was the base building one.
Which is very good, I will add.
And farming and making camp.
It can also in the Pathfinder you can like own your what was it there's the Foundation, you can own like a big ship as well, which is good.
Yeah, this is where you could have the freighter.
Yeah.
As well. So I think if you're asking, is it worth buying No Man's Sky now?
It's close.
It's close. I think it's actually a way better game than it was.
Oh yeah, absolutely. These 2 updates are huge.
I love Motion Blur. I can't stand Motion Blur, but I know people like it for immersion.
No, I actually even feel sick just going between those 2 things.
But yeah, I think this is really cool that Sean Murray actually. He kept developing the game through all the hate and everything he got.
Yeah.
I think if you're looking for a game like this, you should just buy Subnautica, to be honest. Subnautica.
Oh, speaking of which, I took your advice and bought it.
You bought Subnautica?
I did. If you scroll down, I should say I own it.
Turns out I'll tell you into this game. They're constantly updating this game. It's fantastic. They've put out so many updates over the course of the early access, and every time they're well thought out. They're full of content.
Yeah.
They keep updating the game, the gameplay, the story. This is the Infected update, I think.
Yeah, that was a couple of months ago now. But yeah, what was the most recent one?
I'm not sure. The Deep or something.
Yeah. Because after that was like a submarine one. Silent Running update.
Voice of the Deep update.
The Voice
was the newest one.
Yeah. That looked really interesting.
So there's the precursors, which is kind of the stuff you find about what happened before you landed on the planet.
Yeah.
And there's going to be like a giant squid monster boss as well, which is really cool. But yeah, I think at the moment Subnautica is kind of what I would say No Man's Sky was trying to be, and it's a better game.
It's more limited in scope, but puts more stuff on that one thing.
Yeah,
and it makes more sense gameplay wise and story wise.
So you would say, sorry.
So I've bought Subnautica, but not No Man's Sky yet. I think Subnautica's better.
Say wait for another update. For
I'm
No Man's Sky,
waiting for another update.
Maybe it'd be worth buying.
Yeah, I'm waiting for another update for No Man's Sky, and I'm hoping that'll be there, make it enough for me to buy it. I don't know how long we're running on this.
Yeah, let's do Tony's wish list now. We should be fine.
Okay.
I need to close some fucking tabs.
I don't know why you kept them all open.
Yeah, I always forget. I do this at the podcast as well. Where I open a fuck ton of tabs and then I forget about them. That'll do for now. So you should be able to see Tony's actual list list right now with Dirty Dancing at number 1.
Yeah.
Best game in the world. And just random shit. Look at all this crap. Ducky Dash. What a piece of shit. Ace of Seafood. Like, come on, bro.
Oh dear. I was hoping to get the Magic Circle in the sale, so.
So it's all about dated added, so we can.
Oh!
Some of the sisters in a hotel.
I think this is the one I think it is. But I don't actually remember this one.
What the hell is this? Mixed reviews.
Yeah, it is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Can I show this trailer?
I don't think so.
Are we gonna get flagged by YouTube if I show this trailer?
I think we might. That's not... Well, I think this game speaks for itself from the name.
These look okay.
Yeah, I think...
So it's a dating sim with sexual content.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Why did you click it?
Because I wanted to show people the shit that's on your wish list.
People know what's on the wish list. If they've watched the others, they know what's on there.
What's the Vagrant?
Was that the...
Guide Vivian the Vagrant, a travelling sellsword through vibrant and dynamic landscapes while hacking and slashing a path for a quiet coastal village through mysterious forests, haunted castles and wrecked battlegrounds.
I was recommended this by one of my curators. I can't remember who it was. When the endless
barrage of enemies have been vanquished.
It looked pretty cool.
It's not recommended by any of my curators.
I don't know. Am I in Commander Shepard? I can't remember.
I can put the trailer on.
No, I thought it looked quite good though, actually. I know it read it's early access game, but I actually thought it was kind of cool.
Early access indie RPG adventure.
I thought it looked pretty cool.
Yeah, let's just have a little watch the trailer. Is it just running from left to right? Is it on a 2D plane?
Yeah, I think it's on a 2D plane. It just seems like a 2D RPG to me. I thought it was really good.
I want to see some combat.
Yeah, combat.
This is all irrelevant to me. I'm not feeling it right now.
I'm still feeling it. I'm glad this is on my wish list.
I don't like the animations that much.
No? You're not feeling it? I think I really it's kind of anime animations, I guess, but
I think, yeah, but I don't think the animations are very crisp.
No, I guess not. I'm fine with the animations though.
They're quite delayed. They're not like high FPS. What's the FPS on it? Is it uncapped?
Don't
know. So if I can find out anything.
Does anybody know?
Is time even real? Does anyone know? The average playtime on this game is 37 minutes. Ooh. In the last 2 weeks. People playing it. Some absolutely gorgeous graphics and some really good combat mechanics really lend themselves towards making this a pretty game. Not being able to hit down enemies somewhat irks me, though. This is still early access and going to be fixed. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Like the Odin Sphere and Dragon's Crown game I've always wanted, needs flat chest. A side-scrolling action RPG that utilises a 2-button combat system.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go heavy and light then. I'm glad it's my wishes. I think it's good.
I'm not feeling this one.
Can I actually wish just as well as not interested in it?
Yeah, apparently. Apparently you can.
It's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
You choose the last game then. I think there was scroll down a little bit. There was which one was it? Oh yeah, the cat game was weird.
What cat game?
The cat game. Yeah, it has cat in the like.
It's already on my not interested list, I think.
Ooh.
This game
it's so weird.
It's perfect for you. Do you like cats? Then this is the perfect game for you. Casual indie simulation action QTD. I think I got this in like my Steam queue during the sale to get trading cards, and I was like, nope, that looks like shit. Is it just a bunch of cat minigames?
I think so.
And it's single player only, right?
Yeah.
What's the fucking point then?
Look at it. It's a cat.
So? This looks like a Flash game, Tony. Are you kidding me? I wouldn't buy this for fucking £1.50. This is a piece of crap.
You get the casual bundle though.
This is not like Slime Rancher.
This is exactly like Slime Rancher.
No, I could see like a multiplayer version of this with online multiplayer, but if this is just single player, like fuck this, dude. Like, who's gonna sit there on their computer and just play this by themselves single player all day?
Yeah, I don't know.
This just doesn't seem like a game anyone would play. Let's read the reviews. I like this cute little casual game. It's very relaxing and makes me happy, seeing as how I miss my cats and don't have them at my place. Pros, cats, cons, needs more minigames. I think this is for people who are obsessed with cats.
You think?
People who go for their Steam queue and they get recommended a game and it's got a picture of a cat on it and they go, oh, I gotta buy it now. There's a poop in my soup! What the fuck is this? It's on your wish list.
I know it is.
Have you wanted to poop on people but were too shy to go for it? There's poop in my soup lets you do that. Poop in soup, poop on people, poop on noodles, poop everywhere.
Have you not seen this really weird game?
The street of New York to Paris to Beijing, a poop on everyone. No, I have no fucking clue
have you not?
There's poop in my soup is. What the fuck is this? Why is he pooping out of his mouth? Tony, what the fuck is this? What is going on?
I wish I could tell you, but
you don't know.
I don't know either. I just watched like some people play it on YouTube when it first came out.
Fuck.
You're not feeling the weird dubstep stuff?
No, this looks awful. I'm not feeling this. I mean, the community backed this fucking title. What the hell were they thinking? This game is fun, but too short. Okay, it's quite short. Donald Trump! Pooping out his mouth. Steamworks. I'm not gonna. No.
So this week on Tony's Wishlist, none have gone through.
Off. Is there anything else left?
No, that's it. We're out of time.
I can look up a Pete Etymology tweet. I don't know. Imagine a game where you play as a couple watching interactive Netflix shows, but your choices also affect the real world within the game.
Isn't that just real life?
Yeah. Okay, well that's the end of the show. I have been Joe Scornbrace. You can catch us on the Inbetween podcast on YouTube. I can show you it now if you want. I don't have the ending slide on here on the new setup that we're trying this week. So I can't just type in...
What? Work in progress.
Yeah. Type it in between podcasts, and then you go into here, and here we are.
Here we are.
Vid.me.
That thumbnail scares me every time.
/Inbetween podcast. Here we are as well.
Surely.
Yeah, make sure to do net neutrality. Twitter @Scorn2000.
And this is
Tony is a bot.
Yeah, I'm still on Twitter. But this
has anything else? Oh, Facebook. I don't want to open my Facebook on the video, but Facebook @Scorn.
Do you want people to Facebook you?
No.
No.
You can send messages to the public Scorn Facebook, but if I open Facebook, it goes to my private Facebook. Yeah. Which I don't really use, but it's got personal stuff.
This was the Net Neutrality podcast using a new setup.
Okay, that's the end of the podcast. Goodbye.
Bye.